Welcome back to another episode of Cantina Chronicles. This week we discuss all the news coming out of D23 and break down both the teaser for Starfighter and the trailer for Ahsoka Season 2. Take it away, Ben.
All right, welcome to another week of Cantina Chronicles. This is a weekly Cantina crawl across the Star Wars galaxy where we have delightful discourse about all things Star Wars, including news, notes, and theory, synthesizing all media. We contextualize your canon. We are your landing pad for all things Star Wars and cold hard Star Wars facts. Grab a seat at the bar and let's chop it up. Chobasa, gentlemen, happy post D23.
Yeah.
Adam, where are we? Which cantina are we at today?
Yeah, we're at the lovely Montalvia Cantina in the beautiful Spiral Sea of Kerouac.
Oh, it is. Wow. It's lovely here.
Idyllic.
It's funny. We were just talking about the sea smell a little bit before, and it just seems to just work out, you know?
Yeah.
Kismet.
I don't even think they ever have low tide here. It's just like a lower wave. Right?
No, yeah, exactly.
No low tide odors coming through.
Mm-hmm.
It's a beautiful, serene sea, gorgeous skies.
Yeah, I love these interim planets. Yeah.
I love it, man.
Rad.
That's all I got.
Rad. So D23 happened last weekend. Really great.
Yeah.
Sorry, am I just skipping right
a little behind the scenes.
D23.
Yeah. Was at 1 a.m. for us when it really got going, I think. And I was up. I had some stomach issues that night, and I've never been so happy to have stomach issues because I just sat there. And just cool. Like in bed and just kept. That's why I was like, you guys know me, and you were probably shocked to see my text come through at like 1 a.m. And I'm like, I wasn't doing this on purpose, but I'm like, it's great.
I think I was doing a refresh every 15 minutes or so. I was like, hey,
I found a good blogger that was doing it. Yeah.
Nice. Good for y'all. I always appreciate a 1 a.m. text from you guys. It's the best.
Wow. Well, this is. We've had no news for a while, and then now to get like a Starfighter teaser. We didn't really get to see it. It was only people in the room at D23, but some videos circulated around 10 minutes after it was previewed, and we all saw it from probably strange angles on like a phone or something like that, which is it probably doesn't do it justice. I heard the sound design is incredible. I think if you were in the room, I've heard like the reactions to it in the room were they weren't huge, but they were like, I think they were absorbed by the crowd, the sound, the feel, the vibe. That
muted with a lot of things in all the halls. Just D23 for some reason just doesn't feel like the same level as Comic-Con or Celebration. I don't know why. I don't know if there's like a lot of industry people in the room or something and not enough fans, but it was odd. And that was true of even the Marvel stuff and the theme park stuff. It's funny though. It's such a weird world we live in now with AI because I saw that trailer and I'm like, I have to hunt down 2 other angles because if I can see the same thing from multiple angles, I'm going to trust that it's real, which is what I was able to finally do. So
I think you have a lot of people who are into the Disney animation studios and a lot of people who are into like the musical side of the Disney content stream. Yeah. And I feel like this is action adventure. I don't know if the audience in that room is particularly for action adventure.
That's a really good point, Grant, because it's not like Comic-Con where you can have people coming in and out, and it's one of the people that are there were there for the theme park stuff, were there for the Marvel stuff, were there for the animated stuff, and so you just get little pockets and segments. Sure. And I don't know how strong the Star Wars crew is that shows up for D23.
Right.
Yeah, but I think you were hoping for a big reaction with Starfighter. Mm-hmm. I think we were all hoping for that. That was sort of what we were tuning in for. We were hopeful that like the first glimpse of Starfighter was going to cause a ruckus, and the whole place was going to be uproariously excited by this new venture, right? So that's what I was hopeful for.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, we've been stoked on this movie. We've been hanging all of our hopes and dreams for the future of Star Wars on this movie.
Well, we had some chips on Mando, and then I think we had to move those chips to Starfighter.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah,
we're gonna keep moving those chips, I think. What did we see here, Adam? Do you want to paraphrase what we saw?
Yeah, I'm trying to remember from last week, but a lot of visuals of mostly him and the kid. We have names, right? I didn't write any of these down, but
Cade and Roan.
Cade and Rode. No, Cade and
Cade Oberon is who.
Rode.
Oh, is it pronounced Ron?
Oh, we don't know that. We actually
Ron.
just don't know. I don't think
Roan,
I don't think we know the name of the kid.
It's like RHON, maybe E.
It's gotta be Roan. There's no way it's Ron. Yeah, it's gotta be Roan. Which is then you got Ronan, you got all that other, like you can just start pulling apart and guessing.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's
but that wasn't said in the trailer. Yeah. We don't have that information, I don't think.
It's it was interesting. It's in it's in a hangar. There's the Starfighters there. We see like the iconic jacket, which is like two Wookiee bowcasters crossed, and two Rebel Alliance logos flipped upside down, so it looks like two skulls, like a skull and crossbones on the back of a leather jacket. That's going to be super iconic for everyone.
That jacket's going to be a must have, at least on the wall or something. It's just a sweet jacket. It's probably the sweetest jacket in Star Wars. I mean, I don't know. I'm a big Luke Bespin guy. I'm a big Han Empire guy. I like Cassian's jackets. There's a lot of, and obviously Lando has probably the best drip in all of Star Wars, but this jacket's cool.
It's cool. And then, but it really seems to be centering around an actual Starfighter. Like they're talking about this, like, was it a Z16 Starfighter? So it's like a precursor.
I think it's a G6. I think it's a G16.
Right.
Reaver or Reaper? I didn't see the subtitle for it.
Remember when I said cold hard facts at the beginning of this podcast, guys? Where's our?
I don't know if I saw this. I don't know if I saw the subtitle.
I'm not bringing any cold hard facts here. Right?
Yeah. It was, the thing is, it was not heavy on details, right? It was very much teaser trailer, where it's just like vibes and here's a quick shot of the special effects, and really when you boil it down, it's him in a garage.
Yeah,
with kids, most of it.
And he's like, oh yeah, that's
a G17. Yeah, I'm just saying G17 Imperial ship. But I heard G17 Reaper or Reaver in the teaser, I believe.
Yeah.
That sounds right to me. I don't know where I heard that too, but yeah.
I have lots of theories about this, but at the same time, I don't know if those theories are like, it's just, I'm almost stapling too much onto what could be a completely new story. And so I don't know. We'll keep Theory Corner at the end of the show.
Right. I mean, we've already had several theory like things, and we'll have more, but this kind of surprised me because like, we're talking about Rey, we're talking about Jedi. We know there's lightsaber fights. And then this like teaser is just like, there's a Starfighter in it. It's the name of the movie, Starfighter. There's a Starfighter there. And like, that's the kind of the extent of what we got.
I'm done.
It is a callback to racing culture in the 50s and American graffiti and sort of like, I like the vibe they're setting up.
Yeah. Yeah, I do too. It looks beautiful. I mean, again, secondhand, so we can't really judge the effects. We can't judge anything. It happened. There was a teaser. It was enough, like they didn't tell us a lot, but that'll be fun.
Yeah.
Any other comments about this teaser? It's like, it really didn't give us any fodder for like, theory crafting or anything.
Kind of in a good way. I mean, I can see why the reaction might have been muted, because it just didn't do. And I don't necessarily mean this even as a critique, but it didn't do a lot. Like it just was like, here's what he looks like. Here's what the ship looks like. Here's one quick sizzle reel of the ship going through some type of atmosphere, and then like that's it. Yeah. And here's a cool logo. And I'm like, that's all you need to do at this point. I don't really want that much more. Yeah. Just looking at names, the only name that is confirmed is Ryan Gosling's, who's Cade Oberon.
Yeah, Cade Oberon.
Cade Oberon,
Oberon. I think it's Roan, Rhone. Maybe it was a dream.
I heard that around the internets too. I'm not sure if that's confirmed, but I definitely heard.
I heard rumors that it was Rowan or Roan, and I think it's got to be Roan. Honestly, or Ronin, but it wouldn't be Ronan.
It can't be Ronan, because every kid nowadays is named Ronan, like that, like. Rowan or Ronan is like, Rowan is like the most popular boy's name. I'm like, it's just like, why don't you just name your kid? Why don't you just name the character Charlotte? And then you're just like, we've got the two most popular names. Like, it's got to be Roan, because it can't be Ron. It can't be
babynames.com. Is it at the top?
It's gotta be Ron.
That's funny.
It's also just for my just walking around an elementary school with my kid.
Yeah.
Like Rowan and like 13 heads turn around.
Right. Wasn't in Legends you have Darth Caedus, right? And that was like one of the Star Walker children went dark and then
Cade Skywalker was
it's Cade Skywalker,
the great grandson of Luke Skywalker. Great grandson.
No, it is Jason Solo, right? Who turns into Darth Caedus at the end. Yeah.
Darth Caedus.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm just if you were watching us, you'd see my eyebrows just keep lifting and lifting and lifting. I'm just saying, we talked about the Mara Jade thing and like the secret, love child.
Dude, you're going into theory. You're going to theory corner right now.
I'm just trying to grab a strand here.
And I'm gonna jump in with you right now. Okay, I got theories about this ship, guys. This ship, I don't think this ship is Ryan Gosling's ship. I don't think this is Cade Oberon's ship.
Whose ship is it?
I think he's too young to have been in Imperial service. If you look at the timeline,
he is. Yeah. He could have been in First Order, but not Imperial.
He wouldn't have been He wouldn't have been a starfighter pilot for the Empire.
No,
I think this ship, and like if they are doing Mara Jade, which I don't think they're doing, but like, come on, Amy Adams is probably one of the best possible casting choices for a Mara Jade character.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, and especially if they're going to recanonize the character and sort of do something different with the character. And essentially, the character, the meaning and the message behind the character is entirely different. I think she would be incredible casting.
It would not be the first this year, right? Where we had a redheaded female character play exactly who everyone thought she was going to play in a giant blockbuster movie. Okay. No spoilers.
Yeah, right. And guess what? That worked.
Yeah, it did.
And,
it really did.
Last time I checked, that movie's made
like
$4 billion. So if they're doing the Mara Jade thing, like who's to say that's not her starfighter? This kid's not her son. But again, I think we talked about this via text. We're like, if they're doing Mara Jade and the Ben Skywalker thing, I don't think it's Ben Skywalker. I think it's Ben, Jade. I don't think there's a Luke in the picture really. I think it's more of like, if it's her Force, like a kind of a Shmi Anakin thing or something, it's like the Force.
Yeah.
A Force child or something. Because like, it seems like there's lightsabers in this movie. It seems like there's a whole spiritual Force story in the movie. Yeah. And guess who would make sense for as a Mara Jade character, like having everything that is spun off of that character being all like Force related and mystical. Like, yeah, that makes sense. It makes a ton of sense. And she's the second most interesting sort of mainline story right next to Luke. It's like Luke and Mara. You want to know what's going on with those two characters if she is indeed being made canon somehow. But it would make sense that Cade is watching the ship for Mara Jade, and Mara Jade's kind of do underworld characters like Talon Card, who she hung out with in all the Heir to the Empire books, like sort of like steeped in underworld, sort of like a Rolodex of underworld characters. Like that makes sense to me for that character. So if they're sort of bringing her in and she's got those connections.
Here's why you convinced me. Two reasons. One, so it makes a ton of sense to bring Mara Jade in from like a legacy standpoint without just relying on your old legacy characters, right? It's very easy to translate to new viewers. Like Carly will have no idea who Mara Jade is, but you can do it in a sentence. She's the Emperor's hand, right? Like you just do something pretty quickly to get you tuned in.
It's the coolest possible title. Yeah,
got it. It. This is good. Second reason, the name is really
interesting. She was an assassin for the Emperor.
Yeah. Yep. There you go. Boom. Done. Yeah. She came back to the light. Boom. Done. Like, you know what I mean? Like you just have that and you can parse it apart later through more stories,
Done.
But like you're in, you got it.
No, the audience gets it. The audience understands that.
The name of the movie is really fascinating to me the more I think about it, because it's not like we're going to have a Rogue Squadron movie, right? That's a squadron. That's about a squadron, about a group of people. This is not about a character. This is a weird thing. It's a noun. It's Star Wars noun. It's like Star Wars about a starfighter singular. It's fascinating when you think about that. It's not like, so I think you're right. Like, I think the main MacGuffin in this whole movie is going to be that starfighter, and whose starfighter is that? Why does it belong to it? If it is just Ryan Gosling's, if it's just Cade's, that's a really boring name for a movie. If it's just about the main guy's starfighter that we know is a starfighter from the beginning, right? There's got to be some legacy attached to the starfighter.
Yes, I love that. I love that.
I mean, it's an Imperial starfighter too. So Imperial, this is from the Imperial era.
Oh, that really rings true with the Mara Jade stuff too. Yeah, I mean, obviously the hardcores will love it, that know who Mara Jade is, and
Yep.
For everyone else, yeah, you make the Emperor connection, maybe you make the Luke connection. I mean, eventually make the Luke connection, or if I guess you don't necessarily have to, but that would be compelling. So
if you're gonna make her that age, you should, right? Like if you're gonna have her like through flashbacks or something else, I don't know, or just through the Force, she's that young, or you're gonna age her up, I don't know. But like, we cannot have another Star Wars movie that does not have some big giant lore reveal. Like, Mandalorian Grogu was fun, lore. But still shocked with the nothing that movie did for moving the lore anywhere. Like that's still shocking. It's still a fun movie. It's not me, but like, if you do two of those in a row, you're cooked.
I could even see a scene. I even think the kid's birth and his timeline, if he is the child of Mara Jade, it's like, I could see a point in the timeline in which the temple's destroyed, Luke's distraught, Luke leaves the galaxy.
Yeah.
And Mara Jade's like, I lost my best friend, but the Force gave me you or something to this kid or something. Like, has this kid from the Force because her best friend left the galaxy devastated or something like that. Like I could see that being a recanonization of the character, where the character does not have exactly the same relationship with Luke from the books. It's just it's a more platonic. It's more like they're partners in crime. Like they've just almost like, it's just like a Mr. and Mrs. Smith, but kind of thing. It's more of like they do a lot of missions together or whatever.
Right. Yeah. Which is a lot like it was
Starfighter missions with Luke Skywalker. Who else is an incredible Starfighter pilot? I mean, here's another part of this theory. Here's a second leg of this theory. What if you get flashbacks of Mara Jade and Luke Skywalker in Starfighters, like doing Poe Dameron level stuff? To me, that could be really fun.
Yeah.
Who are the Starfighters who could pop up in this that you're like, oh yeah, that's the Starfighter we should have. But of course, that's why the movie's called Starfighter, because Luke was a crazy Starfighter pilot. Mara Jade was also a really sweet Starfighter pilot.
Yep.
And I think her Z93 Headhunter or something. And I think that's when you say G17 Reaper, I was like, that's a way cooler canonization. Again, this is how you recanonize a character. You make everything sound sick. And you're like, this is cool. This is way better than the books. The relationship
you have a second shot of it, improve, iterate.
Such better messaging. The character makes sense. The meaning behind the character, the symbolism of the character, everything about the character is shifted, changed, modernized, more interesting, compelling, complex. The kid and Mara Jade are fascinating. And the audience is bought in. You know what I mean? Like that's cool. I'm in. That works for me.
Do you know why else you need to do a Mara Jade or something like that? Because if you tell that story of someone who again fell to the dark, came back to the light, and lived through that, you actually have a redemption story and you have an interesting story. We have not seen a Star Wars movie ever, which is a dark side coming back and actually have to live with what they did and make up for that. Right? Like that's interesting.
Yeah. That's it. That's exactly what's cool about this character. It's a redemption story where it keeps going. Yep. Well, again, I hear about this lightsaber fight in the beginning of the movie. I'm worried about Mara Jade. Does Mara Jade get taken out in the first 10 minutes of the movie? And it's like, that was the coolest character ever. I wish we had more time with her. That would be devastating.
You can't get worried in advance about something that's probably only got a 10% chance of happening.
I don't know. It does make me worried. It makes me worried.
Well, who's lightsaber fighting? I mean, Mara Jade lightsaber fights. She should be fighting with a lightsaber.
I just can't have... It cannot be Cade doing the lightsaber fight, because this is what we had with Finn. You know what I mean? In episode 7,
Ryan Gosling can't be funny. He can't fly starfighters, and he can't lightsaber fight. That's too much for all of us. That's too much. He's already one of the most handsome people on the planet.
Yeah,
this is too much shit going on here. You gotta take it easy.
That is so
calm down. No, that man's a gift.
He is a gift. Yeah, it'll be good. I'm excited to see his character.
I mean, to walk
more than just a couple seconds.
Yeah, to walk from that directly into a Marvel franchise directed by the same guy, I'm like, they must at least feel good about what's going on. In Starfighter world.
I do think since I imagine Ryan Gosling's pretty good friends with Harrison Ford, Blade Runner, and other projects. I imagined he asked to be killed in one movie, because I don't think he wants to stay in Star Wars forever. It's Ryan Gosling. He's got to go make Barbie 2. He's got to do
Yeah.
It's interesting. He does seem to avoid franchises, though he also seems to try to keep starting franchises, and none of them really hit. So I don't know. I don't know how he feels about that. It'd be interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe he wants to do it. I don't know. It does seem a little strategic that he's suddenly.
Well, you talked about didn't Sean Levy talk about The Outsiders? That's like a
Oh right, yeah. There's a huge influence on
the movie. Yeah. Like, so does that mean like Kate Oberon's gonna like sacrifice himself for the other kid who's in the backwater? You know, like, is there gonna be some sacrifice plays happening here?
I mean, it's Star Wars also, so yes. Like for both of those reasons, yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Right on. All right, let's pivot on to the actual trailer that we got. This is the one that I've been looking forward to a lot. Ahsoka season 2. We know it's going to be big. I mean, I've been playing this up in my own mind, but the way they left off with season 1, it was like just about to jump into like the world between worlds, maybe the Mortis arc, like, and the Mortis arc is like the Mortis gods of the Force, right? And is about to go in a lot of exciting places. So we finally got a real chunky trailer. What did you guys think about that? Any overarching thoughts before we go beat it?
Yeah, I did the freeze frame for this. I stopped almost at every frame and looked at every,
very similar.
Piece of the background and everything.
I am very excited. It made me angry, and the reason why I made me angry is I'm like, why is there more epic starfighting and like actual Star Wars battles in this show than there was in other things that came out in Star Wars this year? Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to I don't want to I love how weird Mandalorian Grogu is, but there's moments I'm like, this is the TV and the other one's the movie. I'm like, I don't really get it, but okay. Sorry.
Right.
It's amazing. Yeah.
My blurb to you guys on text was Saga Film energy on a TV show, which I was like, it's just it feels huge. This feels like a space opera to the the highest order, and yet we're gonna watch it on our TVs in our living room. Yeah, and and then when you see Mando and Grogu, you're like, I almost would have preferred to watch that as sort of a cozy living room movie, and I would love to see Ahsoka on the big screen, especially season 2, because this trailer was huge and it was epic, and it's literally heir to the Empire. It's Thrawn trying to retake the galaxy for the Empire, which is so metal and so cool. And like, I hope he gets a dub in this season. I hope there's a season 3 where the heroes come back, because I think this season has to be like Thrawn. All his tactics are working. The New Republic's getting shut down, left and right, and he's pushing deep, right? Like, I'm probably going to the cores after, obviously taking Dathomir as sort of what looks like sort of the operational center, right, of his operation.
Yeah, it seems like it, because it seems like his whole military is like either Dathomiri or those like like zombie walkers or zombie troopers rather. So that could be his home base. But I mean, we definitely get a PA announcement in there from Thrawn himself being like, "Hello, galaxy, I have returned." Like, I don't know how you do that technically, but I'm excited for that. Like,
he's like, citizens of the glorious empire. You're just like, he just is erasure of the New Republic, just doesn't care. He still thinks they're just the petty rebel alliance. It's so like, just that whole stance with him. I kind of love that for him, because then he's just this sort of snobbish, poised military tactician who's sort of like, what New Republic? Like, you got, like, this war is still going on, and I'm back, and I represent the Empire.
Yeah, right. He still calls them the Rebel Alliance.
Yeah, which I love. I feel like Filoni stepped up. I mean, I don't know what episodes we saw and who's directing what, but like, I don't know. It seems like a step up from season 1 to season 2 in terms of the directing, in terms of the grandeur of it. I similarly do not know how you don't do a 3rd season with this. Like, I don't know if that's behind their back, because like in this entire preview, we never see Ahsoka off. We always see her in the world between worlds, and we never in flashbacks, but we never see her off Peridea. Is that the name of it? What's it?
Yeah, Peridea.
Yeah, Peridea.
Right, we never see her off there. I mean, that might be just hiding. It might be the first half of the season. But like, I don't want 6 episodes where suddenly like you're suddenly back in the galaxy, like 4 episodes in, and then you have 2 episodes to take care of Thrawn. The other thing I feel like Filoni put all the cards on the table, and I feel like this is I mean, it's not Iger anymore, right? But it was like a kind of a message to Iger of like, nope, TV still matters. Like, we can still do giant things on television, because this looks different than what they're doing in Marvel. Like, Marvel, I like what they're doing with Vision Quest and other stuff, but they are pulling it back, right, in terms of the grandeur of the story they're telling, and I feel like this is a ramp up, which I'm appreciative of. I feel like he's just like, yeah.
It's a lot of set extensions and CGI and the volume, though, right? It's a lot of composited stuff. It doesn't feel like on location. It feels like the budget is smaller than even the first season. From what I've heard, it sounds like the budget is smaller than the first season, and it seems like just a ton of digital assets, which is
it has that same look to me. Like, I know, Adam, the scale and whatever, and like, I don't know, maybe the cinematography, but it still has that sort of like, I'm in a small room feeling.
Yes. Whenever they're inside, 100%.
Not even like when they're inside, when it's like two people on set and it's like smoky. I'm like,
yes. Right. No, I had the same thought. But I will say a couple things about it. I'm appreciating they're hiding a little bit of that with the environment, right? So when you put it in like a snowy thing, I'm like, that is smart. That works. That hides a little more. But I'm just really impressed with the space battles. The special effects on that is I was really kind of blown away with that. Yeah. Do you remember like first season of Mandalorian? We get like 2 shots of them in space.
Right.
That's when we started. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's surprising to get it. Seeing the like Star Destroyers come out of hyperspace and just like the sound they make, like amazing.
No, seeing Ezra jump in that A-wing and like fly out of the hangar, like that was sweet.
Yep.
And the B-wings and the tri-beam and the B-wing, like this is just awesome.
Do you know what? That's also what's working for me, because so much of the indoor stuff that we see in this preview are inside spaceships, right? And Star Destroyers and stuff. And like, that doesn't bother me. Like, you don't get that feeling of the volume, right? And so I feel like that tricked me a little bit, where I'm like, okay, this seems like actual sets. And it is, because they're tiny rooms.
Yeah, Imperial architecture goes back to when it was like kind of an indie film and they were just like gluing stuff to the walls, and it looks so good. Like, you can do no wrong when you kind of make an Imperial interior.
Yeah, tougher to hide that stuff in like HD, but or 4K or whatever you're watching it on. And it still looks really good. Sick. Should we like start kind of at the beginning?
Yeah, we should.
We talked about Thrawn and his plan to return. Oh, right. So flashbacks to the Clone Wars.
Yep.
We get, I mean, the whole thing is a narrated like monologue by Anakin, the ghost of Anakin Skywalker.
Yeah, we need to talk about this, because this is so cool, because there's lines from Anakin. Let's just talk about the Anakin lines to Ahsoka in the trailer and sort of what that could mean for what the season could represent and what could happen after that. Which is, the first line I think he says is, I don't know the first line, but he says, "These are your Jedi trials," is one thing he says in the trailer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then at the end of the trailer, he says, "Are you a Jedi or not?" As she's doing some sort of temple puzzle, like quest or something. Are you a Jedi or not? Maybe not. It might be a different location. I think it's a cave wall sort of behind her. So I don't know if it's where she's in this temple with Sabine, or if it's earlier on Pridia. But it's contemporary. It's like it's modern day, where Anakin's with her, just talking to her, and then there's flashback moments where she's talking to younger Anakin in the snow. And that sequence is amazing, incredible. And I think Hayden Christensen looks awesome in that sequence.
Yep.
And I think
he was great. You're right.
Ahsoka looks great too.
Yeah, she does. That was the last line. It was, "This is your trial, Ahsoka. Take time to decide, are you a Jedi or not?"
Yeah.
But that in itself is like, oh, that's really cool, because like Ahsoka never, finished her training with her master, and that seems to maybe have been a little burn her side over these years. So that would be a fun thing to explore.
Yeah, absolutely. It's interesting, right? I will say, I was just watching it too. They hide when he's saying that. You don't actually see his Force Ghost face saying those words. So I'm a little suspicious that might be taking place during the Clone Wars flashbacks and not actually concurrent. With that.
I thought you saw him saying.
You see him say or not, but it's also like that could be in anything he's saying. I really hope I'm wrong. I want this to be, because we've talked about it. Like, we need we need her to specifically make a decision, right, and say, "I am a Jedi." Like, we haven't done that.
That immediately got me thinking: does this temple, much like the one on was it Malachor or Moraban? I forget.
Malachor.
Moraban.
Moraban.
No, Malachor. Moraban, yeah. Does it like take 2 Jedi to do something in that temple, or does it, just like it took 2 Force users in another temple, and like does Ahsoka have to accept being a Jedi to unlock something in that temple? And the Mortis sort of like symbology, like all the circles and stuff and lines, like that is on Peridia, right? And that's separate from the Dathomiri sort of culture, right? They have different sort of like writing and glyphs, right? Like you would imagine.
Yeah. It seems like now we're seeing some different iconography from that.
And then you see like droids inside that temple. There are like skeleton looking droids inside what looks like a Jedi temple or a Mortis temple. Is it a Mortis temple? Is that what we're thinking? Is the Mortis stuff connected to the Jedi? Are the Jedi connected to the Mortis? Like have other Jedi interacted with the Mortis gods?
I mean, we know.
I'm confused here.
Yeah, it's definitely. I mean, the Mortis gods, right? Because we had that giant god right at the end of season 1. But I'm more interested in like how are the Dathomiri related to the Mortis gods? I mean, they're on that planet. So
I think I know why. I think I know what Filoni wants to do with the Dathomiri, but I might save that till we could talk about the whole trailer if you want to keep going. Scene by scene.
Another thing in the voiceover we hear is Balin claimed with knowledge of a power, which is not a sentence, but that's what they said. One that could end wars.
Right.
Yeah,
that's the first thing you said.
Can I give you my Balin?
We can talk about that
theory real quick.
Yeah, sure. Go for it.
This is not sexy or exciting, but I was just watching the scene, and the only time you see him in this in this trailer is it's in snow. His face is somewhat obscured. I have a feeling we might get very little Balin skull in season 2.
That's the vibe I got off this too.
I have a feeling he's possessed or something, and she takes him out, and that's kind of it. Like I feel like that might be what we get.
Because it kind of sounds like he's talking in past tense.
Yes. Yeah.
So he might just get nuked in like first episode.
Like, which, I get it. I don't know. For all you know, that also might have been, regardless of his passing, that might have been, the going plot anyway, right? Is that he bites off more than he can chew with this, and immediately is taken over by, by the sun or the whatever. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Lord just like killed, like Icarus too close to the sun. Boom.
Yeah.
And he's gone. Or like Shin Hati kills him.
I'm guessing Shin Hati. That's got to be, because she's got to be. I love that character. She needs to step up in the second season and be more of a threat. In the first season, she's very much a lost lamb. It feels like in a lot of that, and I think she can be very menacing. They need to do something with her.
He does look sort of
good. Yeah,
Balin's skull does look sort of delirious in the snow, as if he's like either possessed or he's sort of like he's gone mad. And I almost like the gone mad angle, because it almost feels like part of like writing an epic is that scene where your hero sort of like goes mad, especially naval epics where like people just go mad on ships and stuff like that. Like we're way far out here. We're a place where whales die. You know what I mean? Like a graveyard. Like I want someone to go crazy. I want this place to have like a sort of haunted feel to it. Yeah. Because I didn't get any of that in the first season, where the night troopers just like start, the zombified night troopers come to life, and it's like it was almost like Halloween camp, and it didn't feel like it felt cartoonish. And like I really think two things for Filoni that I'm really hopeful for in the future as he evolves is like he puts the camera into weird spots and doesn't make whatever he's framing up look like animation. And then the other thing is just guiding tone in these sorts of in anything where it's like going to be dangerous, or it's going to be spooky, or there's going to be horror elements. Like make it really horrifying. Like really dig in on that stuff, because I feel like when the night troopers were used in the end of season 1, it was almost like comical, and I was enjoying it. Like, don't get me wrong, like I love any sort of new stormtrooper of any kind, even haunted Dathomiri stormtroopers. Love it. I'm here for it. And I thought Thrawn's entrance was quite good and haunting. Yeah, I thought they could have kept that tone throughout, and I think we totally lost that somehow. I don't know when, but
I don't know. It kind of felt like a hat on a hat. Kind of having these zombified like stormtroopers. I really liked the way they looked before that. I liked that they were really ragged and they had all the red kind of tape, and I thought that was like a good enough, like they've been out here for however long, and they're just kind of held together. They're like this starving band of things, and then just make them zombies. And guys, you know me, I love my zombies. I'm a zombie guy. I've been a zombie guy forever. And I second I saw it, I'm like, no, we don't need zombies here. Like come on, enough with the zombies. Yeah,
they're making it the main event. Yeah, I know the kintsugi, like gold, like the patchwork on the white, like armor with the red, like so cool.
And
I was
Enoch,
all in.
come on, like that
Enoch,
face.
I was all in on
so
Enoch.
cool.
I love him. He's in the preview too. He's fighting Ezra one-on-one.
Oh, so is he the one with the flaming sword?
Yeah,
there's a blade of Talzin, I think. Yeah,
I think so. And there's a quick scene where you see his when they're locked. You see Enoch's face again, like the gold. Yeah. Cool. What did you take off the thing? Because it's what's his name from The Expanse?
Eli Vanto. No, not joking.
No, it's what's his name? I can't think of his name now. I read all the books, but you know the sociopath in there.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I love that guy.
Do we see Enoch's face? Yes or no? Should we go to Polymarket?
Probably.
I don't think we
not.
see.
Yeah,
I'm guessing not.
No, I don't think so either.
Cool. Yeah. Cool.
You see the Night Sisters, actually, like Night Sister warriors. Are they the mothers? Are they dead? Are they what were in the coffins? Or is it Night?
Oh,
is it Night Sisters in the coffins, or were it Imperials in the coffins?
Because if you remember from the animated series, they kind of like their dead carcasses hibernate, and then they can be reanimated on command
at any point in time.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And maybe that's what they used on the stormtroopers too. But yes, they definitely seemed like zombie, Dathomirian witches, like what we saw in the animated series.
And we see two of them, right? Like we see one drop down and use a bow, which looks sweet. Yep. And the second one was interesting. Like she had like yellow. I don't know if she was doing magic or
it looked like she was exploding from the inside,
right?
Yeah,
she was
like she got that green sword through her chest from.
That's what I thought. Like got stabbed with something or something, but
or when they die, they like explode in fire.
Oh, that could be. Yeah,
that could be.
Yeah. I have theories about all this stuff, by the way. I don't know if to do it now
really?
or do it later.
You're not a theory guy. I don't buy it.
Well, you know how the daughter is like green, right?
The daughter's who?
The daughter from the Mortis arc. The father, the son, the daughter. The daughter, all the energy and the aura of the daughter is green.
It is,
and we have yet to meet the mother of that Mortis god family.
Yeah.
And if Filoni does want to do something with the mother in terms of like introducing us to a new god, maybe the green fire, maybe there's a corrupted version of the daughter's energy. You know what I mean? Like
that's weird because the daughter is like closely associated with Ahsoka. Like she kind of is like that mythical god that follows over her shoulder in the form of her bird there, her space owl.
Yeah, I'm just saying like it's a fiery version of that same green aura that is around the daughter or something like that. Is sort of the energy of the Dathomirian culture, and maybe the culture was born from the mother, and these are the great mothers we're talking about here. That's who these people were in the coffins, right? These are
right.
I'm saying Night Sister warriors. I don't think they're Night Sisters. I think they're all great mothers, right? We're like this higher tier that have always been on this planet or something, right? I have no idea, but I'm wondering if this is like more of like really high tier, powerful witches.
The real question I have is why would they do this for Thrawn? Why would they bring back the Empire? I
agree. It's like, don't they know like Sidious tried to murder, Maul and Savage.
I mean, I know they hated
Grievous came and just murdered, everyone, and then you find out. I don't know if he'll find out about the Separatist allegiance, but
I was going to say, like, they definitely hate the Separatists because of, it was Grievous and Dooku that committed genocide against them. But, that doesn't really, I don't know. There's got to be some reason that, they're aligning themselves with Thrawn. It's always with him. It's always a new weapon. It's always like having a fun new toy that he can use in his like warfare tactics that's going to tip the scales of battle. And so, I mean, having Dathomiri witches is the, ultimate, other than Jedi, right? But like Dathomiri is like the ultimate weapon to be able to manipulate, right? And in Heir to the Empire, it was Jedi that he was trying to control, right? And build his own Jedi and like have his own Jedi army. So this is like, I don't know. This is a step next to it, which is even more fun because it's spooky.
Yeah.
I like this recanonization because it's like he's still using Force users as a part of his tactic.
Yep.
Yes.
It's true to the Heir to the Empire books, essentially, in a lot of ways.
Yeah. They're doing it in a way that doesn't feel forced, right? In terms of like trying to match it, plot for plot point for the
Jerus Sebayoth is replaced by the Great Mothers, which is I like the Great Mothers and that concept a lot. And the thread, I love the dialogue about the loose thread of Sabine being on board, and it was something that they couldn't sense.
Right.
That was cool. That was cool.
Yeah. So what role does she have? That's going to be interesting. Just ticking back a second to like an earlier like Balin conversation, that quote, Anakin must have known Balin.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. General Skull. That Thrawn calls him that in season 1.
Yeah.
Like he was out there in the sieges, right? Probably.
Yeah. That's really cool.
That'd be cool.
His POV.
That's a cool flashback. I would love a flashback with like these Jedi and a new character and sort of meshing that new character into the story. And like, I think that would be if there was a Balin Anakin Ahsoka flashback, that'd be cool.
Yeah. They would like have to recast Balin again, I guess. Like a younger version of him.
Fine.
Like they could do that. Yeah.
They'll de-age him or something. I mean, who knows with face replacement and stuff. But yeah, it's I think you got to. I mean, talking about the flashback, should we talk about the other Force user in the flashback?
We go. Yeah,
Bury
the lead on that double-bladed lightsaber.
I mean, I guess fallen Jedi, because he's using a was it green lightsaber or green
double-bladed green lightsaber.
Yeah,
and I think that you've seen this lightsaber before in the comics. There's like a temple guard that uses it. And you can see there's a middle beam. So it has existed before this trailer, but it has like a beam in the middle of the double-bladed lightsaber, which
it's funky. Yeah,
it feels like another hat on a hat situation here. But
I know we don't always need a new type of lightsaber. Like it's fine.
Yeah, but we don't not need a new type of lightsaber.
Ben's like, how much on Disney? He's searching Disney.
Ben's like, shut your face.
Scrolling. I mean, and then there's theories for this guy. Some people think this guy's Marat before the transformation. Obviously, that character is interlinked with Morgan Elsbeth.
Maybe
could tie directly to the current story, or this character is influenced by the Mortis gods. Like you see Balin Skull stumbling through the snow. You see this character in the woods, seemingly possessed or something, and then willing to fight Jedi and looking like a Jedi themselves.
It's got to be some connection, because if it's just a random story about the Clone Wars, I'm like, why? Well, why? We have 7 seasons of the Clone Wars. Like you got to like do more than just a.
I think I get kind of upset if it's like the Jedi catching on to the conspiracy and like killing clones right before Order 66.
Yeah.
But I don't think that's what happened. It looks like there's dead clones in the woods. Yeah. This Jedi looks like he's gone AWOL or whatever.
Yeah.
He's turncoat or something. And what does that mean, right? Dead clones, turncoat Jedi.
This might
did the clones turn early? Did the chip go off? Like, did something happen?
Right. I mean, which is kind of weird because, like, if that's, I mean, it would have to be something new because, like, if you're a hardcore and you watch the Clone Wars, one of the most memorable arcs is the Pong Krell arc, which is like, Heart of Darkness sort of Apocalypse Now themed, where I mean, that's a little different because the general like hates the clones and keeps throwing them into a wood chipper of a war because he wants to kill them all. That guy was super twisted. But so it'll be something. It'll be something different than that in some respects.
I almost wonder if it's like he is chasing someone into a temple and something Mortis temple-y and something haunts that guy or something. Like, he looks almost like some people pointed out that the tattoos around the eyes are like exactly the sun's marks on the sun from the Mortis arc.
I was going to actually mention that. I mean, it'd be weird him wielding, it's that long ago, but that would be cool. Like if it was a possession or something.
Which if that's Balin's ultimate fate, right? That would be the connection between the seasons. And the other thing is, it could be as simple as what we were talking about earlier of just wanting to see Skull in the Balin during that time period. If they're not able to do it, maybe at this point Balin's operating on still chasing down, right? Trying to end the Jedi chasing us down, and maybe he's turned some Jedi towards his mission, right? Like this might be someone. If it's Marok, that might explain why Marok was also with him later on, right? So it could just be as simple as that's a stand-in for Balin because they couldn't do it with the death of, So I don't know. Yeah.
But how does this guy live? Like you have Anakin Skywalker and Ahsoka Tano. These are like two of the best, strongest warriors.
You gotta assume, right, that this guy's not
might take this guy out. It might be part of
lightsaber
trials, right?
fodder.
Yeah.
And it feels like maybe Ahsoka's first kill or like first lightsaber wielder that she's killed or something.
Yeah. It also could be just like world between worlds, like fever dream, like, and not an actual flash. Even though kind of the flashbacks happen in the world between world, but like it gets fuzzy in there sometimes. So I wonder if it's just some sort of like metaphorical, trial or something.
Maybe Anakin takes the dude out. I think Anakin takes the dude out because he's he's a killer out and out.
He's a killer.
At that point,
don't think twice about that.
Right? Yeah,
we're all nodding vigorously right now. Yeah, where he's just at this point, his kill count is probably pretty high, and I bet he kills this guy and spares Ahsoka of like having to kill. Right, there might be the whole samurai have pacifism versus violence and when is violence justice, all that sort of stuff.
Yes, or she hesitates because she's a child, and Anakin kind of like, "What are you doing?" and takes him out. Like I can see also Anakin being upset that she's not willing to take him down. So.
Oh, that was definitely his teaching style. He was like pushy. Yes. Which was I thought a little intense, but again, you could argue it's safe.
But it was different. That's the thing I love the most about the Clone Wars is that when you have Anakin as a master, he is not trying to ape Obi-Wan or Qui-Gon at all. Like he has his own style. It's not good.
It was a whole new thing.
I always appreciate that they didn't try to do any kind of like mirroring. Like that's Anakin. That would be what Anakin would be. Like, I thought that was really true to Anakin. Yeah.
Because you feel like there's a little overlap between Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan. Like I would definitely Qui-Gon was definitely more of a spiritualist, sort of like searcher and seeker, and would sort of like probably be off listening to the living force, and Obi-Wan felt a little bit more practical and pragmatic, but they've taught the same almost. Like they're the same vibe almost, I feel like.
The vibe I get with Obi-Wan through the prequels and through a lot of stuff is he's trying to live up to Qui-Gon this entire time. Like he's trying to do that. And I think that's why it goes wrong with Anakin, right? Because he's not teaching Anakin the way he would teach him. He's teaching Anakin the way he thinks Qui-Gon would have taught him.
Exactly.
Which I think is the failure.
Good point. Yeah. That's a great point. I love that.
Should we talk about Hu Yang pulling a Grievous?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It was only a matter of time. It was like Chekhov's droid arms, right?
Yeah.
It was like he busted out those sabers in season 1 just for training, but it was like, dude, man, this guy could be a heavy.
I know. I'm also a little worried that we might see that might be the end of Hu Yang, right? Like I feel like
Shin Hati is epic. Shin Hati is. Can we just talk about Shin Hati being the GOAT?
Might be the end of Shin Hati. That was my note. Was like this is the most. Like I'm gonna feel in this whole series is any scenes where someone's threatening my baby.
Yeah,
like
dude.
you don't go near Hu Yang is the coolest character in Star Wars, and like I need him around for a minute.
Yes, yeah.
You can't kill Hu Yang. Like that's I don't know. I think Shin Hati is toast. She could barely get past Sabine.
Yeah,
Hu Yang's, he probably won't even need to kill.
That's why she's got to level up, right? She's got to level up this season, or else it's pointless.
Yeah.
So we shall see. I agree. Like, can't you just see Hu Yang hanging out with Luke, like on whatever that planet is, the androids?
Yeah. Oh, and
Ossus.
Yeah, Ossus.
Yeah. Ossus. Yeah.
Oh wait, at the temple?
Yeah.
Like at his school.
Yeah. Androids are they're up there with the Gonk droids, man. I freaking love androids.
They're so weird. Anytime you give me a weird droid, I'm like, I love it. Yes, yeah.
I love a weird droid.
I think Hu Yang's gonna stay on Peridea. Honestly, I think the best story forward here is Thrawn wins in the known galaxy, and then we lose someone on Peridea, and it's devastating. And I think Hu Yang's that would be a devastating loss.
It's a sacrifice.
It would be devastating.
It just doesn't make any sense. Like the one thread that connects you till the dawn of the dawn of the Force, and like you're.
I don't see him on Ossus. I don't see him with Luke. Like,
Grant, I'm kind of with you. What if the scene that we're actually seeing is him trying to hold back Shin Hati as they escape on the ship?
Oh, you guys are such.
I think it's just the classic sci-fi trope where the robot stays behind. But like how they're going to get off the plane, like almost like they need him to do something for them to get off, or maybe not. Maybe it's like they drag him to the world between worlds or something. I don't know.
Oh, that's the other thing. I think you're right, because I feel like their only way, we've talked about it before, and Grant, this is they got to get back through the world between worlds, because you can't just like hop back on a whale. That's just boring, right? Like, as you've talked about,
we did that.
You can't just do it in reverse. And to me, I'm like, I don't know why I'm making up rules, but I'm like, a droid can't go in the world between worlds. That would just be silly. I'm like, I don't know why.
See, that's what I think as well. I think you can't go in there. It's like
so he might just be trapped there anyway because of that. Yeah.
And that might be devastating. But he could look over that ancient. It could be. So that's why that temple should be a Jedi temple, because therefore you can leave Hu Yang in it, and it's like he's operating some Jedi observatory somewhere on Peridea. Like that's a good place for him. In our heads as fans, he's safe on this like observatory on Peridea or something.
Yeah. Right. You're selling me on it here. Like that makes a lot of sense. Where it's like because like he is too powerful a character to be anywhere near the rest of the characters.
That's
it's like
the weird part. Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah. It's like if you can find a way to do extra galactic travel, then you can go talk to the Oracle and historian.
I love that, because then he's there for like way future stuff.
That's the thing. You can pop in and out wherever you need him. You have David Tennant, amazing voice actor, can just come back whenever they need him. And then, I mean, also, I'm just like, maybe that's where all the Jedi who should have been around during this time period are now. Like, just, that's where they all ended up.
Trying to save Hu Yang, that makes sense.
Or just going there, right? On Luke's orders. Or just like, you need to go.
Oh, yeah.
meditate.
Oh, I see what you mean. Like, that's the place where they were hiding out.
Yeah. Okay. And hide them out there. It's completely separate. You can just basically go, that's where you go on your vision quest, right? Like, that's where you go for your 10 years of whatever is to this planet.
Oh, yeah. How crazy would it be if this season they just run into Cal Kestis out in Peridea?
Dude, fans have been talking about that quite a bit. Like, there's a lot of chatter about that. So I wouldn't be surprised if they eventually do that.
They have to. You can't do the 1-for-1 like face replacement. Like, why would you cast a really well-known actor who's been in good things that looks identical to it if you're not planning on pulling him to live action at some point? Like,
exactly.
It's wild.
Right. That's the real thing. It's just like, no, it's too easy to make that character.
If you look nothing like him, I'd be like, okay, fine. But like, it's him. They just face captured him. Yeah.
But I also feel like if Hu Yang if he does live and travel with them back to the known galaxy, it's like he then 15 years down the line, Kylo Ren like chops his head in half.
That's the thing, is like, he can't be around.
He shouldn't be around. He shouldn't be.
He'd be with Rey. Like, Rey would have immediately found him and be like, "You're with me now. Like, you tell me everything you know." Yeah.
Yeah. So I think it's cool if he stays there. But
actually, that would be a really great motivation for like the next big trilogy that's like coming up. That'd be a fun MacGuffin, is like having to go get Hu Yang.
There's one person who knows or something like that. Cut to friggin' landing.
I also feel like he scales up to big screen really well. Like, he's a cool looking droid. It's a great voice actor. Like, I feel like you can put him in movies and people would accept him pretty quickly.
He's heroic Grievous. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, that scene was awesome though, and Shin Hati is, I think, a standout character. That's probably my favorite character of the show.
Oh yeah,
because it's just so cool. Didn't Hu Yang only have like training batons or something in his like first fight against?
Yeah, so he must. I wonder if there's like a MacGyver, like he throws together 4 lightsabers in like a matter of
like 2 seconds. Like
he's like, shit.
Oh, 100% we're gonna get that scene. Absolutely, I love that. Right? Yeah.
That's Ben's instantly Ben's favorite scene.
Yeah, you're just gonna have like 4 different arms just like linking together lightsaber parts.
Right, he's not even gonna need to pay attention to it. He can still be holding a separate conversation and is just like assembling lightsabers.
Yes.
You can buy the whole like box of all 4 hilts like on the Disney store.
Yeah, they're all the same. They were like very simple. They're like
called yellow, right? They're all yellow, I think.
They're all yellow. The hilts are all the same. They're like, like a rounded, like a round or cylindrical like hilt, but otherwise it like just looks like a samurai.
Well, don't temple guards use yellow too? Like,
they do.
So like anything that's like Jedi affiliated, that's not like a master or knight. It's like most everyone uses yellow, right? Like all the Jedi sort of. Like,
we haven't gotten a ton of it.
Keepers. That makes sense for him,
Yeah. It's one of my favorite things. I just love that they gave Rey a yellow lightsaber. I'm like, yep, that checks. That checks out. That's perfect.
Or it's just really exciting for her. It's like if it was blue, it would be boring.
Yeah.
It's like now there's another dimension to it. And she is the keeper of all Jedi knowledge. She's the last Jedi, right? So
it's the color I want. The lightsabers from the Disney stuff, their yellow looks garbage, and it makes me annoyed. I'm really annoyed.
Hard. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's what I want more than anything. I'm like, it looks bad every time. I'm like, I just keep trying to turn it. I'm like, nope, looks gross.
You gotta get the like $300 upscale. Like,
I know. I probably will. I don't need to do another one of those. By the way, they are now doing this that you can do the whole experience without actually buying a lightsaber if you have a kid.
Oh, that's cool.
I mean, when I go there in March, I might see if Charlie wants to build a lightsaber and not.
That's more inclusive. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, because also like at 7, just 6, she doesn't need a lightsaber. She's not going to do with it, but she'll love the whole.
Daddy needs a lightsaber.
I might buy it.
Yeah, but the Huyang kit, that would be sweet.
That's so smart.
Is Shin Hati using a new lightsaber? Is she like green? Oh, is that Sabine with the green lightsaber? Yeah, that's Sabine.
Or was it white?
No, Shin Hati was using like a different weapon. I have to go look at the trailer again. Yeah, as well. But
I know
because was it Shin Hati fighting Huyang? It's like that. That was
yeah.
Also, I know I'm a dog with a bone with it. I'm a dog with a bone with this thing, but this season better end with Ahsoka having some color lightsaber. She cannot end it with a white lightsaber.
Oh, so I mean, this is like towards the end, but like that line about are you a Jedi or not is like very much what we just talked about with the Ninth Jedi, where sort of like this in between sort of thing is not your final form. Like if you're going to be good, you're going to be good, and you need to go. They're lending power to the story about being a Jedi is the way, and that's what I took out of this was where it's like, no, if you're going to be a Jedi, be a Jedi. Like
you're all in. Yeah.
Otherwise, you're just like a Ronin with no real purpose.
Which I love, and I
don't like this because I don't like the story at all that Filoni is weaving here because Anakin feels like he's almost like he's
55th minute he just lays it down,
gatekeeping the Jedi. He's gatekeeping Jedihood from her. Yet in my mind, she's like the most Jedi character, like more Jedi than Anakin by tenfold, and I just feel like it's like he's chiding her, and it's upsetting to me. Like I don't
but it's
like
also
it.
Anakin.
I feel like it's not Anakin. It's the Force or something. Like right. It's like not Anakin. I don't know. I'm confused.
I think it's Anakin. I think exactly Anakin. And also, I love that his learning style, his teaching style hasn't changed just because he's a dead Force ghost. Like God being the Vader, like just choose, dummy. No, I don't know.
I guess you're right. No, you're right because it does go back to the kind of like old mystic on the side of the road. Sort of blind mystic who you don't suspect is and kind of crazy and off kilter, and then obviously telling her what she needs to hear for her own transformation. It's not per se Anakin, talking from a place of being a Jedi, really.
That's the other thing is like I don't know if he's gatekeeping so much of like you got to like blank or get off the pot. Like, are you a Jedi? Call yourself a Jedi. I think that's all he's saying is like choose. If you're a Jedi, you're a Jedi. Say you're a Jedi. And it's me putting on the color lightsaber thing. That might not be at all what they're doing, as opposed to just like
right.
I think you're right. That is the framing. You're right. That is the framing. I totally just forgot.
Yeah,
I don't know.
There's a lot of gravity to that choice though, because it's like there's a lot that goes on with being a Jedi. You're not being selfish. You're being absolutely selfless. And to the galaxy, and it means carrying on the legacy, and it means being really determined and hardworking and laborious towards obtaining maintaining those ideals. And that's a huge commitment to just be like, are you going to do this or not? And I mean, she kind of already was, but I think there's some gravity to what he's suggesting there, where it's like, you're not really a Jedi though, dude, are you?
We don't really know though. Like, what is the context there?
Isn't the end quote? Isn't the end of this where she goes, "I am a Jedi," and his response is, "You always have been." Like, isn't that the line? Like, you always have been a Jedi. Like, I feel like that's going to be the message. It's like, yes, you finally have said what you are. Like, we know. I know you've been a Jedi. You need to know you're a Jedi. Like,
okay, but I could see that being profound. But I want to see some change.
What happens in the first season though? Like
from before that and after that.
What does happen in the first season?
Like she says, like I want to live or something like that in the first time she battles him.
Zero character development in season 1.
Yeah. No, she says no. She does because I think from what you guys are saying, and like I think I'm going to help what you guys are saying because I think she starts to trust like the living force essentially as this first season goes on. Like as she sort of like has her confrontation with Anakin, then she starts like the way she is kind of experiencing the Purgles and flying to Prydia on the whales. Like she starts to trust in like the Force in a weird way, which is like really interesting.
I think there's a little bit going on there for sure.
There's something going on there. That's kind of interesting.
I think it's unstated, right? I feel like a lot of it is not said, and I feel like that's what the second season is, right? Is her saying it.
that sort of bothers me about the show. We can talk about that later. Go ahead.
We can talk about it now.
Well, I just feel like she's very zen, and I just can't get a read on any sort of turmoil or strife that she's experiencing. And she's incredibly zen, and I'm like, to me, that's the most Jedi character of all time, in my opinion. So like, I don't know why Anakin. I don't know why the story is Anakin being like, "Are you a Jedi or not?" and she's being super zen. It's almost like maybe she should be chaotic, go through all this chaos, and then achieve that zen state or whatever that she seems to already have.
But her zen state feels like a defense mechanism to me a lot when you watch that first season. She just doesn't want to get pulled into anything, and all of the decisions we see her make are focused on herself in a lot of ways.
Dude, like maybe like the Ninth Jedi effed up, and like I mean, she could be being that sort of feeling nothingness, silver-bladed Jedi, like this whole time, and it's just she's sort of like, you got to get out of that. Like feeling nothing is not what this is about.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just saying it echoes the Ninth Jedi like really closely.
I think Anakin's going to learn a lesson. Which by the way, to have him like reflect on himself would be amazing in this thing.
Yeah, I need that. I actually need that scene, by the way,
because I still agree with his statement of like, I think it means to love, right? The Force means to love everyone. Like, I think he still believes that. I think if he analyzed himself truthfully, his thing was like, I kept secrets. I kept it from everyone. That was my mistake. Not that I loved Padme, not that I wanted to be with her, but keeping a secret made it something that caused me to fall, right? Not the love didn't make me fall. It was the deception that made me fall.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. I'd love to have
that'd be amazing to get some words, some sentences about that. Get some more.
Which would be amazing for him to just counsel her to like, you need to feel like feeling is part of the Force.
Trying to see anything else. I think that's kind of all my notes on that thing for me.
Oh, it's really just trusting in Sabine.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, I looked up actually if had Ahsoka ever killed anyone because I couldn't remember.
The trust with others and sort of being selfless, like Ben was talking about. It's sort of
frozen.
In my mind, it plays to the mentorship with Sabine, and obviously there was a failed state training, and then they recovered, and now she's trying again, right? Like now Ahsoka is once again the Jedi Master, which Sabine is the Padawan.
It's also fascinating. We're pretty much wrapping up, but we have not talked about Sabine much at all, right? Which is interesting.
Yeah.
Like I said, it was so profound it knocked Ben offline.
Ben was stunned by Adam's last comment and just stunned, disconnected,
couldn't move, just frozen. But that's the thing is like we haven't even talked about like what do we expect from Sabine in this season, and I'm like I don't know. Like I hoping just more of a Padawan. Like I just don't want her like the Force got unlocked, which is fine. I don't have a problem with it. I just hope there's like she's not now just like all powerful. Like I now know everything, right? Like I hope it is still her learning how to be a Jedi.
I would love a sort of Moraban mirror where it's like that temple where Maul and Ezra were opening doors, but it's Sabine and Ahsoka having to work together to do Jedi puzzles and stuff. That would be sweet.
Yeah.
That could be cool. And
for sure. And we do see them work together.
I definitely want Sabine to use the Force again. And I want Sabine to be cemented as a Force user, right? Like we saw her do a push, but like we want to see more stuff.
We do see them both use it, right, to open a door. Like so, which is like you said, I mean, that's great. It's them working in tandem, right? It does show a little bit of Force using, but I don't know. I don't know what to expect from her this season. I don't know if they know what to do with her, but I'm sure Filoni's got a plan.
Yeah. So we'll see. I like how they changed the costume design a little bit, and she has like longer hair, like they've been there for some time or something.
Yeah, same thought, right?
It kind of illustrates how much time's gone by because you can't tell by Ahsoka.
Also, is her hair color different? I feel like her hair color is different. I know it's longer.
I don't know. It's just I just like that they seem like they've been there for a minute.
Yeah, I love it. But I'm also like, where'd she find the hair dye? But I don't know. I guess there's like natural dyes.
Yeah. But you don't see much of Sabine in this. You see her fighting the robots with Ahsoka, the droids.
Right. Yeah.
Which those guys look crazy.
Yeah.
They are. They look like skeletal. I don't know who did a freeze frame on their feet and like hands, but the droid hands and feet.
Yeah, they're weird skeletal. Yeah.
Yeah, we lost our third host, so we'll keep going, I guess, until we get a text from him. But
no, I just got a text. He's trying to get back in. But I think I think we can. I know he's the one that always lands these things, so I think we're just sitting like, can you come back and end the episode?
Oh yeah, because we have nothing more to say, really. No, I think we covered almost everything. I can't think of one more thing to talk about.
No, I think we're good. I think we got there. If Ben has anything major to say,
Zeb. We saw Zeb.
Oh yeah. Also,
we always have to talk about Zeb for at least 2.5 minutes.
Again, I feel like I swear I did like the Mandalorian Grogu. I feel like it's hard not to compare. I feel like somehow his special effects look better in this than he did in Mandalorian Grogu, and I don't know why that is.
Because you're seeing, I think, against the volume, like you're seeing
That's
against
true.
a digital.
I'm also watching it on an iPad.
I think he's on location in. I think that a Delphi station is a literal, like I think it's a patch of land somewhere.
It's true. I'm watching it on an iPad, not on a giant IMAX screen. Yeah, that's probably helping.
Yeah, I'm excited, man. And Dathomir is like a planet we haven't seen in live action, so that'll be fun to see that. And we all played the Jedi games. We read books about Dathomir. Dathomir's been in the lore forever. It'll be fun to actually see the planet.
I want it now. I'm kind of glad it's coming early 2027 because I'll have right now. I'm just Doomsday focused, and then to have this to like break up between Doomsday and Starfighter is kind of helpful, right? Like there's a little bit of stuff between. So we shall see.
Yeah. When does this come out?
2027 is saying, but I think it's January 2027. I think it's early 2027.
Okay.
Yeah, which is good. Like I think that's great. Like you just get you primed again a little bit for Star Wars.
It's good to have like main saga film energy because it's like here's grandiose Star Wars, and if Starfighter doesn't perform in any way, shape, or form, it's like this is still a proof that we can still do that big scale Star Wars.
Which would be smart for Filoni, right? As a fallback to be like, look, it's not working on the big screen, but we still can do stuff on TV. And if that's your only source of Star Wars, there's an argument to be made for that, right? As opposed to Marvel, where I feel like they were cannibalizing themselves, and even Star Wars too a bit, going too much on TV, too much here. And I don't want it to, but like I feel like that might justify its existence at least for a while until they figure it out. But I don't know. I think Starfighter is going to do gangbusters. I think you put Ryan Gosling in a movie, and it's Star Wars, and they got the right feels. I don't know. I think it's going to do well. We'll see.
Sean Levy does well, in the box office too.
Yeah, he knows how
produces great projects. He's a savvy producer and he's a savvy director. And he obviously picks the right projects and sort of has his finger on the pulse. And had the highest grossing R-rated movie of all time until the Odyssey just beat it. I think.
Also have hidden depth. Like even the Adam Project, which is a Netflix one with Ryan Reynolds, there's some interesting depth in that movie. I'm not like trying to oversell it, but they do some interesting things with time traveling, meeting your younger self, and all that. And I feel like Deadpool and Wolverine has some shocking moments of like, oh, they're actually doing something interesting in this goofy movie. So yeah, he can do it. He can bring the pathos a little bit.
Yeah, but I'll be excited to watch this. But I'm hopeful there's a season 3 because I'm hopeful Thrawn gets some time to move some chips on the board and like do big things, right? Like take out entire fleets and stuff like that, or like try to take the Kuat drive yards back and try to rebuild Star Destroyers and try to do something, right? Like, what are you trying to do first? We should do a whole episode on this. Like, how are you? What is Thrawn's plan? And how's the New Republic?
What should he do?
We should do counter plan and plan. And
how would we take back the galaxy if we were Thrawn?
Yeah, I think it'd be a fun episode.
It's a good point because it would be such a waste of a character if he's just dead by the end of season 2, where you could have like, maybe this is, in the Mandoverse, this is what we're telling. We've moved to this point of now we have, I don't know, 5 years of war, like another 5 years of war with the Imperial Remnant with Thrawn. Like there's enough room to do this, to do another long war. I don't know. We'll see.
What is this war called? What is the title for this war in this era? Like the Thrawn, the resurgent Empire, Remnant Empire.
Resurgent. Yeah. It's a good question.
War. It's gonna get its own war. It's some sort of the skirmish with Thrawn it's gonna be titled something.
Yeah, the battle of something, or for sure. Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool for us nerds who love to catalog all the different theaters of war. This will be interesting, and this is a whole fun new era. I like this era a lot. Like I was kind of hopeful that the sequels were going to introduce us to a long-standing sort of like era almost.
Yeah.
I guess all the trilogies sort of are end of the era stories, right?
It's true. Yeah, I mean,
sort of like they paradigm shift things.
If they build this out, they're just going to name it the Heir to the Empire, right? The Heir to the Empire.
I love that. Yeah.
area, right? Like that's just gonna be the time period, is the area period, which is good. Why not? Yeah. All right. I think we did it.
We did it. Let's stop the record.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening, everybody. This is another episode of Cantina Chronicles. And we'll be back with Ben shortly.
Thanks very much for listening to Cantina Chronicles. Please like and follow on your platform of choice. And feel free to reach out to us on Instagram or cantinachronicles@gmail.com.